Divine punishment on scholars and intellectuals. In the Holy Quran, the Lord Almighty said while describing an incident. He said, Surat al-Baqarah, verse 259, you looked at the condition of him who passed by a village and it was so desolate that it was lying on its roofs. How will he revive after? Imam Sadiq, peace be upon him, while commenting on this verse, said, Allah Almighty sent Prophet Jeremiah to the children of Israel and revealed to them that I have not given such distinction to any city on earth and planted the best trees in it. But now, instead of fine trees, kunub, trees are growing in this city. When the children of Israel heard this message, they accepted this message. Made fun of. Hazrat Jeremiah complained to God about this behavior of Bani Israel, then Allah revealed to him, O Jeremiah, say to the children of Israel that the city which I gave distinction is Bayt al-Maqdis, and the best trees are the children of Israel, whom I brought out of the journey and gave them a homeland, and from whom I removed the oppressive kings. Now they obey me, have turned away from and are engaged in disobeying me day and night. I am one over Thami will impose such a person who will freely shed their blood and their wealth. If they pray to me for the removal of the enemy, I will not accept their prayer and will keep this city deserted for 100 years, and after 100 years I will settle it. When Prophet Jeremiah delivered this message, the scholars of Bani Israel began to cry in rows and prayed to Hazrat Jeremiah, pray to Allah Almighty for our deliverance, we have never participated in the wrongdoings of Bani Israel. Hazrat Jeremiah fasted for 7 days and presented the request of the scholars of Bani Israel before Allah, but he did not get any answer from Allah. He again fasted for 7 days, later presented the request of the Israeli scholars, but this time too there was no response from Allah. Hazrat Urmia then fasted for 7 more days and presented his supplication in Bagher Ardit. He received this answer from Allah Ta'ala, Ayamaya. Do you want to cancel my destiny and my decision? If you do not stop, then your face will be turned towards the back. Say to these so-called scholars, Lankam Ratam al-Manka film Tankru. Your crime is that you saw people doing evil, but you did not forbid them. That's why you are also equally involved in their crime and my punishment will descend on you in the same way as it will descend on other evildoers. Imam Jafar Sadiq, peace be upon him, said, Allah blessed him with success. Who massacred the Israelites and looted the whole city and set it on fire and took the rest of the people as slaves and slave girls to Babylon. Bakht Nasser called Hazrat Urmia to him and said, I have heard that you had already prophesied about me to these people, now if you like, stay with us and if you dislike staying with us, then stay with us. You can go wherever you want. Hazrat Jeremiah said, I will not stay with you, I will go somewhere else. Then Hazrat Urmia took some figs and shera and started going out of the city on a donkey. How will Allah resurrect them after death? God the Almighty gave him death at that time and death took hold of his donkey along with him. For 100 years, death was hanging over Hazrat Jeremiah and his donkey. Then after 100 years, Allah brought him back to life, he sat up blinking his eyes. At that time, he heard the voice of Allah Ta'ala, how long did you stay here? He said, just 1 day. Then they looked at the sun, it was about evening and when he left his house, it was morning. He immediately corrected his speech and said, God, not the whole day but part of the day slept here. So they heard this voice of the creator of life and death. You have been lying in this state for 100 years, now just look at your food and drink, they have not spoiled yet, just look at your donkey, its bones are piled up, and what is all this for the sake of the people? Make you a model of nature and look at the bones of the donkey, how we join them, then but they sacrifice meat, so when it appeared to them, they said, now I know with complete certainty that God is able to do all things.